It's time for Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, the best place in Nebraska to place your sports bets in the casino in Lincoln or in Omaha. Make sure you go check them out and check out all the rules and promotions at warhorsecasino.com. You would have got 2 out of 3 if you followed DB yesterday. Got that Arizona and
winning day.
My fighting Mick Cronin's. UCLA back on the winning track.
Hey, so you know who's like done a 180 since we talked about them being in trouble?
Who?
Minnesota. Undefeated.
Yeah, weird.
Undefeated.
Weird.
Including getting 9 at the house from Michigan and winning outright.
Which you might have picked that one. Maybe
3-0 for the Fighting Ben Jacobsons.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson. Did I say Jacobson?
Yeah, Jacobson is you and I.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben
just
Johnson.
You and I.
No,
just you and
not
I.
you and I. You and I.
Yeah.
Like unit.
I'm gonna get
like
my guy on
G-unit.
I'm gonna get T-Mac on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
What T-Mac? What'd I do?
Nothing. He's just as good at that stuff.
Was yelling at me?
He's good at clapping back. Kind of. He's very funny.
You gotta hire it out. Like, what's the deal?
Well, sometimes I defer the punishment I want to delve out on you because we have to. We're in this for the long haul. You don't seem to care. I do.
That's because
I'm always looking for the good piece of cheese.
I know you're gonna endure.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I know I can get away with it.
Competitive stamina.
I'll sprinkle in something nice every once in a while.
How can I?
There's that cheese.
How can I put up with this schmuck?
What'd I do?
Although my man B2, he had a good idea. He's like, just get a dirt and a shovel.
And what, bury me? All right, that seems dramatic. Is that a little excessive? Like this, it seems disproportionate.
Oh shoot!
So
you just never know with a threshold.
So my wife talks about this all the time because she listens to a lot of murder podcasts.
Good on her.
And so
she seems very savvy.
So she's a lot of them are like domestic situations, right?
Oh, she's resourceful.
And so she's just like, if you ever want to leave, don't murder me, just leave.
I'm just saying, if you're having that conversation, that's pretty funny.
It's very, it's a very civil conversation. Like, we're not having problems or anything. It's just, she's like, she'll listen to a podcast. She'll be like, if you ever want to go, you could just go. You don't have to kill me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of the conversation we're having right now. Like, if you want to go, you can just go. You don't have to kill me.
Oh man.
There's no need for a shovel. You can just walk away.
I got guys that keep shovels. So I would not dirty my own.
You wouldn't do it yourself?
I want to see it.
Make sure I was gone. You don't want to have a Maximus situation in Gladiator where, like, they told me he was dead.
Yeah.
And then he creeps back up on you.
When Quintus gives that look like, oh my gosh.
Are you not entertained?
There's that guy.
So you don't want me to like roll it up on you, be like, my name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Yeah. And I'm like, why? Look what got Aaron Hernandez in trouble.
A lot of things got Aaron.
Shot a guy in the face and thought it was over. Ended up testifying against him.
A lot of things got Aaron Hernandez in trouble.
Yeah, that gets stranger by the day.
I would argue that the shooting people in general was where he went wrong.
It's not a good idea.
It's not a good start.
No.
Not a good start.
No, not a big gun guy.
No, we want to avoid those.
Yeah, not a big
not
gun
trying
guy.
Not trying to get that. Not trying to get any crazy.
Yeah,
you got any picks today?
So it's funny you say that because we just talked about this team. I'm going to give you a couple teams I want you to take a good look at.
Okay.
I told you and Matty D that I was premature, a little premature stipulation on the Georgetown Hoyas.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Georgetown Hoyas today.
3.5-point dogs.
You'll have just finished cleaning up the kitchen. Although you eat a lot of processed food, so you ain't cooking anything. But
I'm not cooking anything. Just
it's 5:30. You'll be settled.
Who eats at 5:30? I'm not 90. Who's done eating at 5:30?
We're almost done. We're eating every day before 6.
Maybe you want to eat before the 6 o'clock game.
Zoe has to be in bed by 8:30. We're not stretching this thing out.
All right.
Yeah, that's part of it.
That's fair. St. John's 3.5-point favorites against Georgetown.
Yeah, I like the Hoya. I like them a lot.
Why?
The number stinks. Number one.
Okay, should be bigger.
Yeah, and it's funny that Kerry James was talking about Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Mac was all world in the Ivy League. One of the top freshmen in the country every week. Didn't matter who he played against. Mac is really, really capable. A lot of these guys are capable. I like Georgetown getting 3.5 against your Johnnies. They are yours. They are yours.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're taking them today. They're yours.
I don't like them.
No, and I hate doing this because this number makes absolutely no sense.
Mm-hmm.
And they own Carolina.
Okay.
You have to take Pittsburgh laying the 4 at home. Capel owns North Carolina.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's at the house, if it's at the Dean Dome. It should be 7, not 4.
Yeah. So that's not telling you anything?
I know.
Feels gross.
But guess what?
Yeah.
I just watched it. I don't know if you know this, because it's not that I put it in text specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Laying 16.5 against Stanford.
I thought it was 19.
Stanford.
Oh, Stanford.
You lose at home.
Yeah.
Laying 19.5 against Boston College at home.
Mm-hmm.
You're forced to go to OT when inexplicably with, 14 seconds to go, BC can't get a shot off. They couldn't even inbounds the ball.
I mean, Boston College isn't
necessarily a culmination of if you're good or not. Now, BC isn't. Shoot, remember Creighton couldn't inbounds the ball for like a year.
No, but I mean, getting a shot off with 14 seconds.
It was bad. It's bad. It was really bad. And I was like, thank the Lord. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus.
How'd that go?
What I just sang, was an old hymnal.
So, is it?
No.
I think you might have made that up.
I did.
I think you might have made that up there.
I like Pittsburgh.
So hold on.
What?
Thank you, dear
So
baby
generally
Jesus.
when the number's stinky, you go in favor of.
But it's not stinky. It's 2 teams, same record.
You said it should be 7 though.
That's what I would make it.
Right.
But the line is right.
Okay.
The line is right. I'm this right here. I'm playing history.
Okay.
Pittsburgh owns Carolina for whatever the reason. It's a bad matchup.
So you're taking Pitt.
Yeah, and it's sandwiched in kind of a home and home.
Mm-hmm.
Like they play Pitt twice in the next 4. It's a weird schedule.
Yeah, weird turnaround there.
So I like Pittsburgh, but I would put that 3rd if I'm slotting.
Okay, so Georgetown.
Yeah, lock it up.
Plus 3.5.
Yep.
What's second?
Cincinnati. On the road at Utah.
That's Utah for the layman.
For the Mormon?
For the layman.
Oh.
You really can't hear, can you?
What? Hang on.
I feel like you're just reading my lips and guessing.
No. Was that KP in the stream that was like, thank God, I wish I could read lips?
Yes.
Somebody says something slick in the
about
stream.
Right. So Utah's a 1.5-point favorite at home.
Take Cincinnati.
You like Cincinnati as the 1.5-point dog.
Yep.
That's your number 2 pick.
Yep. Lock them all up.
So Georgetown's number 1.
You will have another winning day.
3.5-point dog.
Yep.
At home. Cincinnati's number 2.
Yep.
1.5-point dog on the road.
Yep.
And then you're taking Pitt as a 4.5-point favorite at home.
As Fonz would say, correctamundo.
How are you feeling
You
about
a Happy Days guy?
I actually watched Happy Days a lot when I was a kid.
Happy Days was the jam.
It was like syndicated when I was like, I think it was during the summers. I'd watch it. I was a big Happy Days, big Fonzie guy. Not a big Fonzie guy?
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he was.
He was cool.
I liked the leather jacket. Thought it was a cool look.
Yeah, we weren't doing that a ton.
Who's we?
Young people.
Like you and Huffman? You weren't doing that a lot?
Well, the Fonz was not really that young in there. I mean, he was like a 30-year-old.
Okay, Stickler. Hanging out with high schoolers, by the way.
Yeah.
Which they still do on shows, Shane. Like, that's just how they – I don't know if you know this. Like, there's not a lot of 16-year-olds professionally acting.
Hey.
How you feel about Tennessee minus 10.5 against Kentucky?
Oh, yeah, I'd lay it. Don't spray it.
You like Tennessee there?
Yeah.
With the points?
Yeah.
Even bigger?
I'd lay it. No, but I'd lay it.
That's Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook.